Hi, I'm Ali, and today I'm going to be doing a playthrough review sort of thing of indie game City of Steam. It's developed by Mechanist Games, and it's described as a browser-based, industrial-age fantasy mmorpg. That's right. And the game is in alpha right now, so they've been doing playtest weekends. All of it's from the 4th alpha weekend, and so far, you know, obviously it's unpolished, unfinished. It's not a whole lot of frills, but so far I'm really enjoying it. I wish I'd had a bit more time to test it, honestly, because this was the last alpha weekend, and now they're starting beta development, and that's 3 months away. And I kind of feel like they dangled a piece of candy in front of me and then ripped it away. Anyway, I'm gonna get on with the review now and hopefully shut up a bit more. Okay, so as you can see, this isn't really a first impressions, because I got a little carried away and I actually forgot to record. I'm gonna create a new character and play with you from the start. There's a male and a female of every race, 9 races, and 4 classes, with at least 1 more coming in beta. Right now, you only have hairstyle choices. Okay, so I'm gonna make an arcanist as a mage, and let's make it male. Okay, maybe not. You have your abilities over on the left, elemental trees, and a little naming box. Rotate your character, that's what she looks like. Awesome. Little statistics on the left hand side. I'm not entirely sure what all of them do, but you know, whatever. I'm just gonna create it and start. And the game starts with a tutorial. It's just, you know, basic movement and camera and stuff. Zoom in, zoom out, turn the camera, yay. I don't really like the tutorial all that much because, you know, I can figure out how to move my character, and the windows are pretty intrusive. But I guess for new gamers they're kind of handy. I hope they make it skippable later on, though. Picked up my quest. Gonna go talk to my dad. Alright. I haven't played this race before, so that's something new at least. Happy times. Ooh, this is the fun part. Box kicking. Gotta kick all the boxes. Every single one. You can pretty much kick anything. It's not bolted to the walls. Attacking is pretty straightforward. Just use your attack key and you attack with whatever. And there we go, all dead. And the game also has an auto pickup function for gold and stuff, like Diablo does. Other loading screen. Oops. Okay, cool. Level up. Was pretty straightforward. You got your little skill tree in the form of a steam engine of some sort. Just click your skill, set, accept. And you got your skill trees to the right. And right now I think you can only pick 2 skill trees. It's like you pick the starting tree you have, and then you get to pick an additional one when you're high level enough. Okay, and here's our new skill. Like you have to... It's a frontal cone, but you can steer the cone, so you can make it go in any direction you want. So you have to click it in order to make it actually fire. Oh yeah, and the shop prices are a little special because whenever a store restocks, the price changes. That happens every 20 minutes, for example, and then price either lowers or goes higher. And then player sales affect the price. So actually these are really, really cheap, so I'm just going to pick up a few. I'm not going to find them cheaper anywhere else. And they automatically go into the action bar. Here's our first mini-boss. Ooh, he's an evil one. And that's the tutorial almost over. Ooh, look, you can see the city suburbs now. Awesome! And here's the city. This is the refuge. This is our, well, starting area of sorts. You know, Let's pick up a few quests and move on. You see this little arrow right here? It's a tracking arrow for the quest you're on. So if you just change subjects, the arrow changes direction. Yay, level up. And here's a little trick too that I really like because I get lost everywhere. So you can find the refuge supplies, click the refuge supplier, and it takes you right to him. Of course, it doesn't always work since it's alpha. I mean, I get stuck all the time, but I think it's a pretty cool feature. And here are the different areas. Humans, elves, and greenskins, like orcs and goblins and stuff. It's a very racist refugee camp, obviously. Not a big fan of the loading thing either, just because if you have to go into a house in and out a few times, it gets kind of annoying to have to wait. But every house is its own instance, it's your house. And I guess the plan eventually is that you'll be able to, you know, decorate your house and put books in your bookshelves and stuff. So far, you know, it's just a game test, so nothing yet. I wonder if you'll be able to invite friends over. What's the point of having a house if I can't, you know, have people in it? Yeah. Right now, the quest tracking system, you can only track 3 quests at once. And in order to track something new, you have to remove an old quest. So if I just click track on something that's not on my tracking device, it just says can't track more than 3 quests. It's kind of annoying. I wish it tracked more, or that it just moved down the other ones a notch. Oops. Okay, I'm just gonna find a dungeon quest or something now, because running around town picking up groceries is kind of boring. at least for you guys. Oh yeah, here is the town board. It's like a map. And if you click on something, let's see, I need to go to the bunker halls. Works the same as clicking the quest board. It takes you where you need to go. And of course, occasionally you get stuck. Some guy in the forum said that his Indian name is Dances with Corners. Here we are. Here's your dungeon. Recommended level, recommended team size. You can make a party as well. It's up on the left-hand side. Here's the dungeon. Little mini-map. Need enemies. Because if something comes in range on the mini-map, you can actually see it as a little red dot. Ah, there we go. Oh, all bad. Oops. Yay, quest completed. I'm gonna put a steam jab in here instead of the blended jab. This steam is like your mana. And yeah, health is health. Health is always health. My quest's complete, but I'm just gonna run around and kill things. Because honestly, the dungeons give a bit more XP than questing seems to do at the moment. It's not very balanced. Obviously, everything is going to change in beta, but whatever. One thing I'll say is that in dungeons I really miss having programmable keys. Because obviously I use the WASD to move. That's what I always do. But I've been avoiding that because Q is my attack button and E is my health jab. So I've been pressing those by mistake occasionally and it's kind of embarrassing, to be perfectly honest. I have been using a ton of health pots just by mistake. And since the health pots are on a cooldown, death. Oh, dude, in dungeon. You okay? Yeah, this place seems pretty empty now. So I'm just gonna get the heck out. Yeah, I said heck. Sue me. alpha, this has been almost disappointingly smooth. Because if you play other games like, oh, I'm gonna get so flamed for this, World of Warcraft. You know, I get stuck on corners all the time. I've fallen through the world a million times, and that is in the released game. Here, like, if I get stuck on a corner, oh my god, it's a corner! It's like, it's something that doesn't happen a lot, so I don't expect it. And it's so strange. It's not, you know, it's a game test. It's supposed to go horribly, horribly wrong every 2 goddamn minutes. And, you know, I know there's not a whole lot of content. It's pretty limited. When they put out more stuff, there's more stuff that can go wrong, but so far, it's just deceivingly smooth. Oh yeah, chat window. I'm sorry I couldn't resist. I'm one of those horrible people who have to get into everyone's lives and help out. Yeah. I'm gonna equip my items now. Just because I can. And for items that you don't want, you know, in a lot of games there's a disenchant option or a deconstruct something. You turn items you don't want into stuff you do want. And here's the salvage function. And the handy thing about it is it's always with you, and you don't need a profession or a staff or a cube or anything like that. It's just there. So for me, I pick up everything, really everything, when it's a new game. So I don't know what's bad and what's good and what's not, you know, awesome. So I pick up everything, my bags fill up, and with salvage option, I just disenchant everything, and suddenly my bags are half empty. And yeah, my camera cut out here at some point. It's probably, you know, the universe telling me not to help noobs. Noobs. Me. Okay, it's time for another dungeon. Tracking in dungeons works so-so at the moment, because dungeons are often, you know, several instances in a row. Sometimes it points in completely crazy directions, and you don't really know where to go, so I just turn off the tracking most of the time. Or better yet, when the item you're supposed to get is from an enemy. It just points straight forward all the time. Then the enemies are all over the place, so you have no idea where they actually are. Okay, we do not like cockroaches. They explode when you kill them. On the bright side, when there are like 3 standing right next to each other and you shoot, they all explode. It's nice. Is that a door? No, it's not a door. Not a door. Oh, crap. Interesting feature. When your health goes low, the sound turns kind of muffled, like, you know, you're about to get knocked out and you can't hear properly anymore. But as soon as you take a health jab, it's all fixed. Yay! I'm not sure I actually like the gold pickup. I mean, sure, it saves time if you have a ton of stuff to pick up. But on the other hand, I find myself running over items back and forth, trying to pick something up instead of just grabbing it. So, I don't know, maybe it's just a range issue, so you have to be so close. Oh yeah, the big map, it actually shows where all your remaining enemies are. If you haven't cleaned out the dungeon, you have a pretty good idea where to find some more to play with. Shall I? Shall I not? Meh. Screw it. I picked up a mod. These rusty armor spikes right here. Let's see, I'll put it into my chest armor instead. But every item can have a certain amount of mods, and some mods can only be put into certain items, and they all do different things. I'm not exactly sure, you know, what the difference between an armor spike and a guard is right now, but obviously they have different stats. And lower quality items, they tend to have a downside as well as an upside, so if you're wearing something with a large amount of armor, you'll run slower, you'll dodge less. It's not just run speed, you'll actually dodge less if you're slower. But higher level items, the downsides, you know, they become bigger. No, they become smaller in most cases. Sorry. While the upsides become bigger. Yeah, since we hit level 5, the marketplace opens up. I didn't want to show it before because, you know, can't open it. And the marketplace is pretty standard. You got your item listings, you got your item categories, and sales price and stuff. But you also have orders. And orders are things people are looking for. So they'll list things they're looking for a certain price, and you know, if someone has those items and they think the price is okay, they can just sell those to them, and the person who's requested the order just gets it straight into their inbox. There's item storage. That's pretty standard too. Although I love that they have these categories on the bags and the stash. Lots of love for that one. Okay, so as you can see, the downsides on those boots are a little bigger than the ones I have, and you know, they're not really all that awesome for me. Okay, so at this point I had almost no time left because I had to go. So the last thing we're gonna do is travel to the next area, and that you do with these steam trains right here. It's a rail hauler, and you just click a ticket, and then you go to a new area. And it's totally free at the moment. I don't know if that's going to change, or if it's just, you know, communist train. Yeah. Yeah. Loading screens for new areas you haven't been to before, they can be kind of slow. Once you've been there once, it loads in no time. Any day now. I shall sing to entertain you. Oh, come on.
Is not responsible for loss, storing, or damaged items. Thank you.
Ooh, the sound changed. That means we're here. So yeah, this is the next area. So the docks at Milliman's Gate. Looks the same help center, same guy with supplies. Obviously there's not a whole lot of variety in the quests, and pretty much everything is going to change, you know, when the game is released, when the game goes into beta. But that's all I had today. So yeah, I'll be doing a couple of short videos just to, you know, show you the UI and show you a couple of cool things I like. But that's about it. Bye.